Oh, well. Let's try that again, because I don't know what just cracked there.
I feel like I'm on 60 Minutes.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Just don't feed seagulls, because they'll kill everything.
Welcome to Live at Evolution. I'm your host, Chris Georges, and today we're joined by none other than Adam Briscoe. Adam was born and raised in Agassiz, BC before relocating here to Vancouver. Adam's going to play 4 songs today, starting with Something Here. Here he is. Welcome, Adam, to Live at Evolution.
Have you ever fell in love with someone you just met? Don't know who they are, yeah, they're rushing your hand. I never really knew exactly what love was till I met you. I never knew I was. But they tell me I'm crazy, tell me I'm wrong, and they say it won't work, that there's nothing here. I need you now, just look around, tell me there's something here. Well, when she walked in the room, she lit up the whole place. I just sat in my chair, looking so dumb-faced. Those beautiful eyes, that long brown hair. I don't know her name, I know that I'll get there. But they tell me I'm crazy, tell me I'm wrong, and you say it won't work, that there's nothing here. I need you now, just look around, tell me there's something here. And I know you're something more. Don't try and tell me that I'm wrong, 'cause you're that little thing that gets me through the night. Yeah, but they tell me I'm crazy, tell me I'm wrong, you say it won't work, that there's nothing here. I need you now, just look around, tell me there's something here. Oh, oh, something here. Oh, oh, something here. Oh.
All right, Adam, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being the first ever guest on Live of Evolution, with me hosting at least. Let's start off with your music career. Have you always wanted to be a musician, or where was the starting point for you with music?
It happened when I was in like grade 6. I was like humming, and I used to do voice impressions when I was little, and a girl said I should enter the talent show and sing. And so I just decided to. Apparently just doing voice impressions got me through enough to learn how to sing. And I'm a Little Teapot, nailed it. But yeah, probably from 11. Before that, I wanted to be a graphic designer, and I thought I could just call a school in California when I was like 6 and be like, school? They're like, no. I'm
Didn't
like,
quite work out that way.
fine. No, it didn't work out that way. I mean, I still draw and stuff, but no, it's been music for so long now, I don't think I could picture myself doing anything else.
And notice that you have quite the presence on TikTok in recent years, and you do a lot of videos specifically in your car. You mentioned to me earlier that you actually did a few in our BCIT parking lot. Honored for that, first of all. But how do you feel about social media? Is it something that you're kind of passionate about, or is it something you've always been kind of into back in the MySpace, Facebook days, maybe?
At the beginning of it, it was a lot of Twitter before it became, a letter, and Facebook was kind of a thing. It's just kind of as I decided to do music, I think new things have come out. Like Spotify didn't exist when I started doing music. Definitely not TikTok, not even like Vine and Twitter, and that was all super new. So it's hard to keep up because it's almost like every couple of years there's a new thing, and I find, personally, I'm not a big social media person, but I understand that I have to kind of do it because it's not 1970 and no one's coming into a bar to discover me, which I wish it was. But I mean, now I'm kind of starting to love it a little bit more because I've gotten a little community of people on TikTok, and they're all really nice and really lovely. And I'm starting to get people, singing my songs and tagging me in videos and stuff. And I'm like, this is weird. Even I don't know the words sometimes. So I'm starting to get warmer towards it, especially TikTok, because it's just nice little communities and that.
Yeah, I noticed one TikTok video you were singing a duet with another girl. I believe it was called Silly Songs, was one that I saw.
Yeah.
I believe it was the only one where somebody else was in the video with you. Is it something where you're kind of focusing on your solo career, or are you open to performing with other musicians or maybe a band?
Oh, I'm definitely open to. I've always wanted to slowly put a band together, and I've got like a background singer that I'm trying to get into the studio and work with, but I've had bass players and drummers, and there's always just kind of been a falling out or an unreliability, so I've always just found it easier to play and write and do everything myself. Even the songs that I have online, like all the instruments except for maybe a couple piano parts are me, except for my producer plays all the piano parts. So everything else is me, because there's Paul McCartney recorded his first album and he did everything by himself in a barn, and I was like, I can probably do that. Maybe. I have GarageBand. So I've just kind of always gotten used to wanting to just kind of work on it myself. And there's more, I can't argue with someone in the band if the band is just me. Mm-hmm. Makes it really weird if someone hears me talking to myself in the garage.
Yeah, a lot more autonomy for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get 2 more songs from you. What do you got for us up next?
I'm going to play one of my songs, and then I'm going to do a cover of Tom Waits' Chocolate Jesus.
All right, let's get right to it.
Keeping me warm, keep me alive. The sparks in a soul, they never die. Just keep dancing around by the fire, barefoot to the ground, full of desire. Oh, your bonfire starts turning, your bonfire starts turning, your bonfire love starts yearning, your bonfire heart it keeps, your bonfire heart it keeps burning. Driving for miles, driving for years, driving you crazy, so I hear. I've never been one to put up a fight, but how can I when I know this must be right? So show me your bonfire starts turning, your bonfire starts turning, your bonfire love starts yearning, your bonfire heart it keeps, your bonfire bonfire heart it keeps burning, burning, can't seem to put it out. You've been burning so long, I never had a doubt. So what's that all about? I never have come down. Keeping me warm, keep me alive. And it sparks a fire somewhere, somewhere deep inside of your bonfire starts turning your bonfire start turning your bonfire love, starts yearning your bonfire heart it keeps, your bonfire heart it keeps, your bonfire keeps turning, oh it starts turning your bonfire love, starts yearning your bonfire heart it keeps, your bonfire heart it keeps, oh you burn, burn fire, you burn, burn fire, you burn, burn fire, fire, yeah, yeah, oh, you burn fire love, you burn fire heart it keeps, your bonfire heart it keeps burning. Oh well, oh well, I don't go to church on Sunday, don't fall on my knees to pray, don't memorize the books of the Bible. I got my own special way. Well, I know that Jesus loves me, maybe just a little bit more. I fall down on my knees every Sunday at Sir Elderly's candy store. Well, it's got to be chocolate Jesus, makes me feel so good inside. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus that can keep me satisfied. I don't want no Abba Zappa, oh, I don't want no Almond Joy, cause there ain't nothing better or suitable for this boy. Well, there's no better kind of pick-me-up that's better than a cup of gold, cause only a chocolate Jesus can satisfy my soul. When the weather gets rough and it's whiskey in the shade, it's best to wrap your savior up in cellophane. He flows like the big muddy child, but that's okay. Just pour him over ice cream for a nice parfait. You pour him over ice cream for a nice parfait. Well, it's gotta be a chocolate Jesus. It's good enough for me. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus. So it's good enough for me. It's got to be chocolate Jesus. Makes me feel so good inside. It's got to be a chocolate Jesus that can keep me satisfied. Oh, he's keeping me satisfied. Oh, he's keeping me satisfied. He's keeping me. Oh, he's keeping me satisfied. Oh, he's keeping me satisfied. Oh, no, 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 no.
All right, that was Chocolate Jesus by Tom Waits. Got to be honest, never heard that song before just now, and pretty cool, honestly, and you did a great job with it. But what was the inspiration with that? Is that a song you've known for a while, or?
I learned that my last producer, Corey Woodward, had a band called The Lion, the Bear, the Fox, and they had recorded that for their EP, and I'd seen them play it live, and every time I'm like, that's insane, I have to see it. And if you watch Tom Waits do it live, he sings it through like a megaphone the whole time, which I'm not gonna do. So I do it more like my producer's version, which is more of this like Ray LaMontagne folk-esque kind of styled version of it, but keeping that kind of jangly, you know, Tom Waitsy kind of feel of dirtiness and just kind of, you know, to it, which is kind of my big thing with Tom Waits is I love his poetry and just kind of grossness he puts into his music.
For sure. All right, let's switch gears a little bit here. Little Birdie told me that you're into fish and chips, maybe a fish and chips aficionado, if you will. I honestly have not had good fish and chips in Vancouver since moving here a while ago, so give me your best spot.
Oh my God, Moby Dick's and White Rock.
Okay.
100%. And that holds up, and I don't know. It might be what my girlfriend calls the mother's meatloaf theory, where you've had it so long that the memory itself makes it good. But like, I still go there, and they give you a gross amount of fish and fries for a really nice price. Just don't feed seagulls, because they'll kill everything that is a French fry. But hands down, best place.
Okay, so a little bit of a drive, but sounds like it's worth it. All right.
Worth it.
Wow, mother's meatloaf. I like that theory too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know you've had the chance to open for a few artists before at bars or whatever venue. So would you say that, you know, a lot of times with an opener, they're kind of tasked with warming up the audience. Would you say that your performance is at all different than how you would usually perform?
I wouldn't say it's different. I feel like there's always a thought that people have with if you're an opener, you shouldn't overshadow the person that is the headliner, which I can agree with, but also most people kind of, if they're grabbing you, they know what you're like, unless it's someone like massive who's never heard of you. But most people, if it's like small and local, they'll look into you a bit and they kind of know what your kind of deal is. And honestly, once I'm up there and the lights come on and I hit that first note, like the shutters just go off and I'm in my own place. So sometimes I don't know until I've gotten off if I've maybe just done too much or this or that, but I still try to not go too far above, but like if, in a situation like that where I just recently opened for the Alton Dean band, they have a whole band behind them. So it's going from just a little acoustic guy and then you get a full sound. So that kind of works to not overshadow itself on its own, which works really well. So I can just kind of do whatever I want and not have to worry about it as much.
For sure. And so looking forward for yourself, what goals do you have, say, looking forward for the next few years in the music industry?
In the next few years, it's hard. Like right now, I'm kind of going forward with just releasing singles right now because, especially with the sad word economy, saving up to like record an album or applying for these grants takes so much time when I'd rather just kind of write and record and release something and just consistently every couple of months release something new. So there's always something happening. And if someone kind of picks it up, cool. But there's also so much changing constantly, especially with like even AI in music. That's a whole new sweeping thing that I have to like kind of look into because there's stuff happening. And even if it's not something I use, it's just kind of cool to keep it mentally in my head. And, you know, Spotify and stuff like that is always changing. So it's kind of, I was trying to keep on top of it and keep trying to be bigger and bigger. And I'm like, you know, I just kind of want to record a song, put it out. In a couple months, let's put out another song. Because right now it feels like a singles music game right now with a lot of streaming platforms because a lot of people only go in to find, a specific song. So if everything's a single, then you kind of win the game at least a little bit.
All right, well, thanks for coming in, Adam, and being my first guest here at Live at Evo. You got one more song for us?
Yes.
What do you have coming up here for us?
I'm going to play Wild Rose.
Wild Rose. All right, let's get right to it. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, this will be the last song of the day for Adam. This is Wild Rose. Make sure to follow him on Instagram and TikTok at Briscoe Music. I'm Chris Georges at Live at Evolution, signing off.
She never told me she loved me. How could she? When I was busy keeping up with myself. Now nights get lonely and nobody holds me the way that she did when we drank the night away. I love you till the bottle runs dry. Yeah, I'll leave if you want me to go. Just remember you'll always be my wild rose. I was dying, and the sky began crying. Oh, light started fading, everything went dark. But there you were standing, on your tippy toes laughing. You reached out your hand and saved me from myself. I'll love you till the lights come on. Yeah, I love you wherever I go. Just remember you've always been my wild rose. Tell me you love me. Would I make you happy? Yeah, wild rose, say you